Welcome back to the arena where Ethan, we're ready to play a little basketball, I believe.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, let's meet our starting lineups. First, for our guests on the scoreboard, the St. Andrews University Knights. Starting at 5'10" sophomore from Bladenboro, North Carolina, number 3, Madison Larimore. A 5'5" senior from Des Moines, Iowa, number 5, Haley Crozier. A 5'7" junior from Charlotte, North Carolina, number 15, AJ Price. A 5'10" sophomore from Augusta, Georgia, number 22, Casey Scott. And a 5'6" junior from Manchester, Tennessee, number 33, Ashley Starks.
I guess she is here.
The Knights are led tonight by Coach Randall Johnson. Your University of Pikeville Bears. Starting at 5'6" senior guard from Pikeville, Kentucky, number 0, Bailey Birchfield. At forward, a 6' freshman from Greenup, Kentucky, number 1, Rachel Bush. At guard, a 5'6" sophomore from Olive Hill, Kentucky, number 2, Allie Stone. At guard, a 5'9" senior from Wise, Virginia, number 21, Bailey Frazier. And at forward, a 5'9" senior from Independence, Kentucky, number 22, Morgan Stamper. The Bears. UPIKE is led by head coach Clifton Williams.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Appalachian Wireless Arena as we're ready for some Bears basketball between the women Bears, and the Lady Knights of St. Andrews.
Well, we noticed there, Ethan, that we got the communication that 33 Starks would not be here, but she got introduced in the starting lineup, and when you're averaging 21 points per ball game, I'm sure the coaching staff was glad to see her out there.
Yeah, they sure are happy to see her out there. She's got a left wrap wrapped around her left knee, so we'll see how that plays throughout this game, but with limited bench depth, the Knights need her.
Got a little zone action coming out here, Ethan, which is not surprising when the benches only have 2 players on the bench.
Yeah, you want to limit their run. They play 66% man, so we'll see how it goes. First shot is missed, but a rebound by Bush was put back up and missed by her as well. Controlled by Stamper, and it goes the Knights' way. So we'll see what Starks is able to do here. She brings it down the court, crossover, pulls up from the 3. That goes off the front iron. And we'll go back to the Bears.
Morgan Stamper's already got 2 rebounds here early.
Yeah, as you mentioned pregame, she averages 12 a game. That shot's put up and no good out there by Frazier. Or not Frazier, that would be Birchfield.
Getting her first collegiate start tonight.
Yes, she is, with an injured India Blythe, who may be getting some playing time as well. Frazier puts that one up, and it's no good. And the ball is going to find its way back to the Knights. The Knights do not have the numbers, but work down to the low block and get it good for 2. How about that one, Gary?
I tell you, this Price, as she comes to game average almost 21 points per ball game. That's her first 2, the first bucket of the game so far.
Yeah, it was a good dribble drive down there, low block. Or not dribble drive, but good effort. 3 is up by Stone, controlled by Stamper down there, and the pass back out to Frazier was blocked and poked back out by Frazier. It finds its way back to Stone.
Good ball movement so far for the Bears. Birchfield shots up and good. Bears first bucket of the evening, 3-2. Birchfield gets the Bears on the scoreboard.
Yeah, as you mentioned, good ball movement, keeping the zone defense spaced out.
The Bears coming out, and they're trying to force a little action there. Of course, it's not unusual for the Bears, Ethan. They come out, but also with limited, bench. They're trying to tire them out and try to get some tired legs.
Yeah, as you mentioned, limited bench, passing that ball around, getting good ball movement, that'll make them run around. Good drive in there by Stone, but the shot was no good, and rebound is controlled by Stamper. She's tangled up for a jump ball. And the possession arrow goes with the Knights.
Kind of ugly start to the game right now. Not a lot of rhythm. It's been since last Saturday since the Bears have played coming in, and they're trying to force a little action here with a little token press.
Yeah, I think it's also a different starting lineup that's affecting the chemistry, but that full court press was almost good there. They just got past them as the Knights offense resets from the top of the key, and the three is no good by Starks, but she gets the ball back and travels.
Yeah, that's going to be their second turnover here early in the ball game. They come in the game averaging about 17 turnovers per ball game, Ethan, so I'm sure Coach Williams and his staff will want to continue the pressure, get those extra possessions.
Yeah, especially on the full court press, as we about saw them get a turnover there. The ball finds its way back over to the corner, back to the top of the key with Stone. She swings it left, and the ball goes into the paint with Stamper. Stamper gets tangled up once again, and jump ball possession stays with the Bears.
Well, Morgan, I mean, the Knights come in, they have some active hands, and they had a couple of tie-ups so far, a couple of back tips as well. St. Andrews coming in, they only got 7 players, or 6, excuse me. They've come to play tonight, though.
They have. And that three is good out there by Bailey Frazier. She's a good shooter, isn't she, Gary?
Oh, she's really good. The graduate student here, she's averaging almost 12 points per ball game. Bears are 2 of 4 from deep. They've shot 8 shots, 4 come behind the arc. So the Bears definitely want to play a little up-tempo tonight.
Yeah, they are. They're trying to trap on this full court press here, but St. Andrews doing a good job getting the ball up the court. They get the ball back to Starks to set the offense up. Some motion going down in the low blocks, 2 double screens. And the ball finds its way over to the right wing, and Price finds her way in, tries to Euro step it, but not sure exactly what happened. The three was no good by the Knights, and more tangled up in the paint.
Yeah, it's going to be on Scott for the Knights, be her first team's first, as she and Morgan Stamper got tangled up there. Nice defensive possession by the Bears there to force a last-second three. They come in the game not shooting the basketball particularly well from the arc. I think 28% or so on the season.
Yeah, that's correct. Stone swings it over, and the ball is just moving quickly. Bush with the three was no good off the front iron, and the rebound was not controlled, and it's going to be Knights ball.
Bush has got her collegiate starts off to a quick start. She got her last 3 games. She's got her starts here for the Bears and doing a good job on the defensive end. Long, lanky player who's been blocking a lot of shots for the Bears.
Yeah, she'll be a good forward, good replacement for Frazier, I think, as she's getting rhythm in and being able to be coached by the upperclassmen. Knights really working the shot clock here, seeing what they can open up through the Bears' defense. Price takes it down to the block, finds Starks.
They definitely look to Price and Starks for their offense.
They definitely do, and that's a good defense there by Frazier on the help from the left to force that shot off the top of the backboard. Shot clock possession turns back over to the Bears.
That'll be the 3rd turnover charge to the Knights so far. And again, Ethan, I don't know if this is the game plan for the night. The Bears have shot 9 shots on the night, 5 of them behind the arc. They've made 2 of them.
Yeah, as you mentioned, though, it seems like it's just going to Price and Starks, so if you could sit in the paint and just hope they miss it and control the rebound and get back down. Frazier shoots a 3, and it is good.
That's their 3rd made 3. It's Frazier's 2nd, give her 6. She's the game's leading scorer so far.
She reminds me a lot of Klay Thompson. Just get your feet set, get the ball, shoot it.
Very accurate as well.
That's a good play there by Bush, trying to break up the ball before it gets to Price at half court.
Again, a very athletic player. Good job on the defensive end. She's becoming a little bit more prolific on the offensive end as well.
I agree. When I first watched her play against Milligan, she had good defense. I wanted to see her wake up offensively. Glad to see it starting to come around. Starks controls the Knights offense at the top of the key. She finds a good cutting Knight down there, but Stamper rips it out. Excuse me, that's Frazier. Frazier passes it up the court. Or that was Birchfield who stole that ball. Birchfield gets rewarded with the 3, and it is good.
That's their 4th made 3 here in the first period. It'll be a 30-second timeout called by St. Andrews. The Bears leading this one 12-2. And Birchfield on the night, she's made 2 threes. Frazier's made 2 threes. And, someone with Bailey Birchfield her senior year, she hasn't had a lot of time on the court in the first 3 years, but this year it's come out, give a little more confidence on the offensive end. She's earned her first collegiate start. She's always been a good defensive player, but now she's shooting the basketball with confidence, and she shot 2 shots tonight, Ethan, and she's made both those from behind the arc. Give her 6.
Yeah, it's a great way to step up in place of some injured players that the Bears are rotating. They may or may not have known the depth that St. Andrews was coming in here with just 6 players. So maybe getting some of these other girls some reps will help you out in the long run to get these injured players back healthy.
So we played almost a little over 5 minutes. The Bears have already shot 7 threes. They made 4 of them. So I'm sure Coach Williams will take 4 made 3 buckets every quarter, right?
He definitely will, as long as you're winning. A good defense there by Bush. We mentioned it earlier. That ball is going to find its way into the corner, and the rebound is controlled by Bush, and she's fouled on the way back up. She'll get 2.
That's going to be on Price. It'll be her first, team second. That's going to send Bush to the line to shoot 2. As Easton was telling you guys in the pregame show, with the Bears shooting almost 21% as a team. Bush on the season, she's slacking. She's only 79% from the line this year. She makes the first. It'll be her first bucket, first point of the evening.
79, 81%. I think it all rounds out to 8, right?
I'm with you there.
There you go. She makes them both as the Bears are controlling this game so far. Starks pushes the pace up the court. She finds a way up to the rack and gets a foul for 2.
I think it's going to be on Stamper. It is. It'll be her first, team's first. And that's going to send Starks to line shooting 2.
Yeah, one of the things
82% on the season, I'm sorry.
No, you're perfectly fine. One of the things that St. Andrews is not known for, though, is their transition game. They are, on one of the scouting reports I was able to find, it says that they're slow getting back, so that was a good play there by Starks, being able to push the pace and get 2.
She makes 1 of 2. It'll be Starks. She's got to be her first point of the evening. Again, she comes to the game averaging almost 21 points per ball game. As well, the Bears can control this one 14-3.
Stone kicks it to Bush. Bush pulls up from inside the 3-point line for 2.
Give her 4 on the evening. Bears leading this one 16-3. Good looking play there. Bush is getting really confident with that baseline jumper.
Yes, she is. The full court pressure is just getting blown by the Knights' speed. It's a good job by the Knights being able to get the ball up the court as Starks finds Price, fake screen sets. Price takes it up to the rack and gets thrown to the court. No foul called.
Stamper's 4th rebound.
You're all good. She's playing excellent out there. Stone finds it for 2.
I tell you, every time she shoots the basketball, I think it's going in. Allie Stone, give her her first bucket of the evening. He has 2.
Very efficient player, AAC Conference Player of the Week, as she shot, 53% from the field during that week?
I can tell you, she's doing a good job. She's still got 3 assists there in the first period as well. Multiple subs at the table for the Bears' next dead ball.
Starks goes up and misses it off the top glass. Frazier's going to push the pace. She finds Birchfield in the corner. Birchfield good for 3.
Shooting it with confidence. I saw her mom and dad. That's her 3rd made 3 here in the first period. The Bears leading 21-3. Saw her mom, dad, her grandfather did the pregame prayer. Bailey Birchfield locked in tonight with 9 points in the first period.
Bush steps up on Starks on the top of the key. Starks' shot was just short. Rebound controlled by the Bears as the ball finds Frazier. Back to Stone, who shoots another 3. That ball's good.
That's their 6th made 3 here in the first period. Bears leading this one 24-3. An excellent start for the Bears, Ethan.
Yes, it is. Whatever they had for pregame meal was pretty good.
Photocopy it as well next time.
The ball is turned back over to the Bears. Birchfield with a 3, and she's 4 for 4, isn't she?
She's 4 of 5 actually
4 of 5.
from the floor. I think she had 1 miss from the 3-point land, but she's got 4 of 3s, and that'll be the 7th turnover charge of the Knights. Colby, Parker, and Blythe will check in. Birchfield will check out after 12 points here. She's fielding. I see her dad back there smiling. Her whole family back there having a good time. Bears up leading this one in control 27-3.
Yeah, Birchfield really helped grow the lead, as long as with the other 3-point shooters, they were just spraying from the 3-point land. As Colopy and Blythe come back in, a little bit more muscle down there in the low paint, maybe we'll see some more screen and rolls as we usually see.
Also on 9 made buckets, Ethan, the Bears got 8 assists on those 9 buckets.
That's the way you play the game. Ball finds its way over to Blythe in the corner. Her shot is off. Rebound controlled by the Knights. Starks is going to bring it up the court.
Bears winning the battle in the class 11-4.
Pick set. Starks pulls up from the wing. Her shot is off the left iron. Rolls out to Stamper. Stamper. Frazier kicks it back to Blythe. Blythe's shot was far, but Stamper with another impressive rebound as the ball finds her way back to Frazier. Good pump fake and a floater from the free throw line goes off. Ball out of bounds, Knights ball.
Price will check back in for the Knights, and she'll replace Middleton. Bears will have 20 on the shot clock, inbounding from the baseline.
Blythe from the corner. Her three is good. She's 1 for 3.
I think that's Julia Parker.
Or Julie Parker, excuse me. Thank you for correcting me.
It's her first bucket. The Bears leading this one 30-3.
Thank you for correcting me on that. Parker, she was very excited talking to me yesterday about the game, ready to get going out here tonight. As Price gets the ball, drives down the lane. And her layup is no good. Stamper with another rebound. How many is that now?
That's her 8th rebound here in the first period. That foul's going to be called on Price. That'll be her second, team's second, or third, team's third, excuse me. So Price with 2 early fouls in the first period. Bears leading this one 30-3. It's been quite a run. The Bears are 9-20 from the floor, 7-13 from deep.
Yes, it has been a good run. The ball finds its way back over to Parker. Parker shoots it. She's good for 3.
That's India Blythe there.
Oh, jeez.
Very similar right there. Very similar.
The vision's messing with me. Same hair color.
It's exactly. Bears leading this one 33-3. 10 made threes here in the first period.
All right.
9 made threes.
There we go. Julia Parker with the ball now. And she's going to kick it back to Frazier. Frazier shoots the 3, and the 3 is good.
They've made 10 threes in the first period. Bears leading this one 36-3.
And that score looks good on our new video board here in the Appalachian Wireless Arena.
A couple new scoreboards as well.
A good take up by Price. Grows the St. Andrews score to 7 there off a good layup. Parker pushes the pace. Frazier has the ball. She shoots a 3 off the step back, and it is off the back iron, rolls out. That's the end of a very impressive first quarter by the Bears, shooting-wise, rebounding-wise for Stamper. We're going to send it to the station real quick for a quick break, and we'll come back with some quarter notes for you at the beginning of the second quarter. This is UPIKE Sports Network. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Appalachian Wireless Arena as we're moving into the second quarter after a very impressive first quarter for the Bears. What are some stats for us, Mr. Gary?
I tell you, Ethan, they come out, the Bears leading this one 36-5. 12 made buckets, 10 made threes. And of those 12 made buckets, they had 10 assists. Owning the backboard as well, 15 rebounds, only 5 for the Knights. The Bears turned over 2 times, the Knights turned over 8 times in the first period. And Bailey Birchfield, her first collegiate start. What'd she do in the first period? She's made 4 3-pointers in that first period, Ethan.
Off of just 5 shots, Gary.
Just off
very
of
impressive.
5 shots. Yes. Looks like Ethan Offit out there shooting the basketball.
I wish. They used to call me Larry Bird, believe it or not.
I can believe it.
Knights controlling the rock here as they're going to go with a drill, but will drive into the paint. Shots off, rebound controlled by the Knights, and it's going to fall down for 2.
That'd be Scott. That'd be her first bucket of the evening, and Bears leading this one 36-7.
Good offensive rebound for Scott there, too. Just put her arms up and was taller than everybody else.
On draw day, checked in for the Bears at the beginning of the quarter as well.
Good call. The shot's up and is good. by India Blythe.
Their second made three of the evening, give her 6. Bears up 39-7.
Okay, so I see what defense the Bears are running as they're running their full court press. They're trying to have a floater in the middle and trap them on the baseline or the sidelines, excuse me. It's a good concept, just the Knights are beating it every time it seems. But it's definitely making them work deeper into the shot clock. As the Knights turn it over once again, Frazier's pushing the pace, and she's going to take it up to the rack, coast to coast, and one.
Frazier finished with that left hand. That's an uncommon. She finished a lot this year with that left hand. Very confident shooting with the left hand. Basket's going to count, and that's going to be on Starks. That'll be her first, team's first here in the second period. Frazier go to line to shooting 1.
Frazier makes it as the Bears grow their lead to 42-7.
That's only her 12th free throw in the season.
That's.
But she's mainly playing on the outside.
Yeah, I was about to say, I'm not sure how to analyze that exactly. Another turnover by the Knights is going to find the ball in Colopy's hands. She kicks it back up to Frazier to the top of the key. Shot up is good by Blythe.
That is their 12th made three. Blythe's third. Give her 9.
She's got a good stroke, too, I think. I thought she was going to be more of a defensive presence when she came in. She's really turned out to be a good shooter. Foul called on the court.
It's going to be on Frazier. Be her first, team's first in the second. Abby Atkins second. Bears, she'll give Bailey Frazier a break. Atkins from Elliott County High School.
Adkins has been having a lot more run this season than previous seasons.
Well, spark plug off the bench. Plays very hard, very good on the defensive end.
Yes, I agree. Shots up for 2 by the Knights.
Price give her another bucket. Price is up to 6 on the evening.
Parker finds Blythe at the top of the key. It's going to be into Andrade. Andrade backs down her defender, shots up for 2, and it's good.
Bears leading this one 47-9. That's their first bucket. Good move by Andrade. Very confident and used the glass for the finish.
Yes, good drop step, created the space, and as you said, good finish off the glass. Starks controls the Knights offense here as she waits for the screen and is going to attack left, get to the baseline, and puts the layup up for 2. A soft play there off the glass, but very strong attack to the rim. Good play by Starks.
Her first bucket, but she's had a free throw. She has 3. Bears leading this 47-11.
Ball finds its way to Adkins, back up top of the key, and then finds its way to Andrade. Andrade finds to find Blythe down below her, and double dribbles called.
I thought she picked it up. She dribbled, picked it up, and dribbled again, and I was wondering if the official was going to call it. I thought her vision was kind of blocked there.
Good call there by the officials.
Middleton check back in for the Knights. Next dead ball.
Starks finds her way and then tries to pass it to one of her teammates who wasn't ready for the pass. Ball's kicked back out to the top of the Price, who cuts the lane and finds the basket for 2.
She has 6. Bears leading this one 47-13. Very confident going to the bucket. A.J. Price.
Julia Parker with the ball on the wing. She gets the pick from Andrade. Andrade, good cut there. Good pass by Parker. Just gets the block, though. Who was that on the block?
Be a timeout here. Be a full timeout.
Casey Scott on the block. That was a good block by Scott. As you mentioned, the timeout.
Yeah, timeout. So with 6:23 left here in the second period, Bears leading this one 47-13. Let's send it back to the station for a break. You watch Bears basketball on the UPIKE Sports Network.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Appalachian Wireless's arena as we are deep into the second quarter. Bears lead 47-13. And it was an impressive three-point shooting by the Bears that's really grown this lead. A bunch of turnovers by the Knights. And really what, in my opinion, has been the story of the game for the Knights is a two-way offense between Price and Starks.
I tell you what, they're very confident with the basketball and comfortable getting into the rim as well.
Yes, they are, as Starks tries to attack the rim there. Good defense played on her as the ball's turned back over to the Bears.
Just to update everybody at home, the stats are not updating, so I do not have those in front of me.
Julia Parker gets fouled on her way to the rack. She's going to get 2 shots.
That'll be Price. That'd be her third, team second here in the second period.
Yeah, that's going to bring in Casey Scott with Price in foul trouble. You need her in this game. As I just mentioned, it's been kind of a two-way offense with her and Starks. So you need one of these players in the game. Starks, it looks like, is dealing with an injury. We were told pregame she wouldn't have even been here. So we'll see what the Knights coachings do.
So one more free throw, then you have Birchfield and Stone will return for the Bears.
Both the free throws are good, and Blythe and Parker come out. Birchfield and Stone are back in. Birchfield was part of the reason this lead is the way it is. 4 for 5 shooting with 12 points. All 4 of those shots coming from three-point land as it's another turnover by the Knights off a high pass from Starks.
I'm going to message our sports information department to see if we can get the stats updated as well.
Alrighty, so Stone controls the ball. At the top of the key, she gets picked by Andrade. Andrade rolls, puts the shot up, and it rolls off the left. Rebound controlled by the Knights. Starks, she's dribbling the ball up, cuts to the lane, and goes up with her left. The shot's no good, but the Knights control the rebound. Casey Scott gets it to the top of the key, and the Knights turn it over again. Birchfield, that's...
We'll get Atkins with the travel there. Birchfield tried to finish at the rim there and got contested. Just shot a little too hard. Maybe say Bailey was just a little too close.
Yeah, I had to stop myself. I was about to scream, that's a foul, but in my opinion, at least it was.
There's a lot of contact there. I'm sure the officials, they're starting to officiate the ball game as being a 36-point ball game as well.
Yeah, I'm sure they are too. Stamper's going to come back in for Andrade as jump ball possession arrow is going to turn it back over to the Knights.
So we just got the word as far as their stats, Ethan. It's the internet connection to the stats computer. Once the connection comes back, we have updated stats.
Well, gotta love technology, right? Stone puts the floater up. Floater's no good. Stamper's pushed from behind after controlling the rebound. She's going to earn a trip to the line for 2.
It's going to be Larimore, her first, team's third, as Bush will return for Colopy. Let's see. The Bears, they're going to send Stamper to the line, shooting 2, her first trip, a one-handed free throw. Again, coming this season average, shooting at 81% from the line. They're not updating our scoreboard with our points either, so I'm kind of lost a little bit on my stats, but the Bears are leading this one 51-13, more importantly, with about 5 minutes to go in the second period.
Yes, they do. Starks is going to be fouled on a reach-in call.
Yeah, it's going on Atkins to be her first, team second here in the second period.
Bush is going to guard the inbound play. Ball gets in for the Knights as Crozier controls it and finds its way to Scott. Starks gets the handoff, and she almost lost the dribble, but resets the offense, Gets a double pick, chooses right, pulls up from 3, and it is good. Good shot there.
Yeah, good looking shot. Yeah, Starks with a bucket from downtown. The Bears leading this one 51-16, and I think we're getting closer to get some of the data stats here too, Ethan.
That'll be a good thing. Bush with the missed shot. Rebound controlled by Stamper. Back out to the top of the key, and three's no good for the Bears. Ball goes back to the Knights as Starks finds the ball in her hands once again. Dribbles left, step back three is up and good. She's 2 for 2 on the last 2 shots for the Knights.
Starting to get a little bit of rhythm.
Yes, they are, and they're starting to force some pressure against the Bears defensively. Bush finds the ball in the low block, finds Stone back at the top of the key. Stone gives it to Atkins. She uses the screen left. Stone's left alone in three-point line, and she finds it for 3.
Bears leading this one 54-19 as that lead balloons up to 35, and the Bears are sharing the basketball and shooting it extremely well this evening.
3 is up for the Knights, no good. Off the back iron, and that's Rachel Bush with the rebound. She'll find, a little hip check there. Charge and foul. Iffy call, but I think it's going to go that way either way.
Be on Stamper. I'm sure how many fouls she has. Again, my stats aren't updating. Atkins will check out as Frazier will check back in. It's one of those situations the defender was kind of waiting on her, and I'm not for sure if the contact was what caused her to fall over, but she definitely sold the flop, though. And Bears leading this one 54-19.
Good hands there by Bush on the full court press. Knocks the ball out of bounds once again.
To fill everybody in at home real quick, we had some internet connectivity issues before the ball game, and we're still suffering there at the computer, at the stats table right now.
Starks pulls up for 3. She misses it. And it's going to be controlled by the Bears off of a Stamper rebound. And Bush finds the ball off of a Stone pass. Rebound goes back to the Knights. Starks is going to slowly bring the ball up. I'd say get your offense set here. Try and draw up a couple plays that'll move this zone defense around for the Bears.
Definitely got to work on. They got to keep on working and keep on playing, even though the score is definitely in doubt now. 35-point lead. The Knights will continue playing hard, and then the Bears will continue playing hard as well.
Frazier pulls up for 3. That one's off left. It looked like her elbow locked out a little bit too much. Rebound offensively controlled, and Frazier's going to find the ball again, and she's pushed out of bounds.
It's be on Scott. I believe this will be her first, team's 4th. Bears will have 20 on the shot clock, and they'll inbound the basketball from the baseline.
So Scott's second personal foul gives the Bears the ball back as Stamper's going to work against her in the paint. 1 dribble, 2 moves, and she's getting a foul or free throw shots.
I think they're just going to call it out of bounds, I believe.
Yep.
Yeah. Nice defensive possession by the Knights.
That it was. Bush pulls up from the mid-jag, and it bounces off, controlled by the Knights. Screen set to help alleviate the full court pressure. As Starks is going to roll right and continue to work that way. Goes back left, finds another screen, cuts to the basket, and it rolls in for 2.
Nice left-handed scoop by Starks to finish at the bucket. Bears leading this one 54-21.
Stone's going to get a screen from Bush, and she's going to, oh, wow.
Nice play.
Yes, very good play. A little pick and roll there from Bush and Stone. Stone whips the pass in there to a rolling Bush, if you will, and finds it for 2. This is the Bears' lead. .15 on the shot clock for the Knights as Starks is just going to dribble it. Hand it off there, and the ball's going to find its way back to the top of the key Layup is no good by Crozier, and the Bush is going to get the rebound. Finds Stone. Stone cuts to the basket. Floater is off the front of the iron, but she gets her own shot and puts it back up for 2.
You know, Allie's really developing to that 3-level scorer. She can play behind the arc, and she can get at the wing. Now she's getting to the bucket and finishing as well.
Yes, she's a very lethal scorer. I think what allows her to do that is her little hesitation move. She has a little twitch in her hips. It's a good nick to have. Starks' shot is off, and the rebound's controlled by Frazier. Frazier's going to bring the ball up Finds Stone. Stone gets in a triple threat position, dribbles back to the mid-court area, calls the play called to him by Coach Clifton Williams, double screen set, and she uses left. Bush, good fake, gets the pump, and the mid-J is no good, and that's going to be in the end of the second quarter as the Bears have a substantial lead. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. After our short break, we're here in the Appalachian Wireless Arena checking out the new video boards, new scoreboards. They're doing a lot of good work here, giving back to the community as I believe it's the 16th region tournament that goes through. 15th region that goes through here.
And then also we'll throw out there they got the new shot clocks on top of the backboards. And,
yes.
And something that's always, since this arena has been put in, has been a struggle is the buzzer on the shot clocks has been extremely low, and now with the new shot clocks that means much louder buzzer. So you talked about the improvements, and that's something that again the Appalachian Wireless Arena offering, where these young men and women, or whether it be a concert, ball games, keep on continuing to improve this arena.
I agree. It's a great way of giving back to the community, something the university and the community of Pikeville does very well, as we're here for second half of Lady Bears basketball. St. Andrews is going to start off with a three. That is going to roll out. Stamper controls the rebound, but they're going to call a travel. I believe she was pushed, tangling for the rebound, but it could go either way.
It's a challenge sometimes as an official, as I did it many years ago, but, you kind of get into a lopsided game. You still got to officiate the ball game. You can't just try to officiate just for one side.
I agree. Bush is going to control this ball up the court. She finds Stone. Stone gets a screen from Bush as Stone's going to set the offense, call a play by Coach Clifton Williams. She gets a screen by Bush. Two rotating players. She finds Frazier. Frazier kicks it back to open Stone. Stone shoots for three, and it's good. They're starting their three streak again.
So she has 13. That's the 14th made three-point bucket on the evening for the Bears.
Starks, she's the leading scorer for the Knights, coming out of the half with 11. She's going to kick it over, or actually, she's going to get the ball back from, excuse me if I pronounce this wrong, I can't pronounce
Which
that.
Which one?
The number 3.
Larimore?
Larimore, yes. Knights turn the ball over, and Frazier is going to bring it up the court as the Knights have an injured player down.
Yeah, that's Price. She rolled an ankle, I believe. And it looks like she's going to be okay. You'll have 21. She'll have to check in Middleton because they stopped play, but the officials are going to let her stay in, I believe.
Yeah, we'll see how that turns out. As I mentioned during halftime, we were told Starks wasn't even going to be here. She has a left knee brace on. So we'll see how injuries play out for the Knights. They're fighting, though. They're doing a good job.
They're definitely giving the effort the entire ball game, regardless of what the score is.
Stamper finds Frazier in the corner. Frazier shoots three. It's no good, but the offensive rebound picked up by Stone is going to get the Bears 2.
They give her, I think, 17 or no, 17, I'm sorry, on the night. Bears leading this one 63-41. And our live stats are not updating in the internet issues. My apologies.
So Price has the ball at the top of the key. She likes to work left, but she can work right. There she goes right off of the screen, and a good layup there, fighting through the defense to get two for the Knights.
It should be the second night in players in double figures, excuse me, on night with 10.
Ooh, good ball movement there between Bush, Stamper, and Stone. Bush is going to shoot three and make it.
I tell you, that'd be their 15th made three on the night. But again, Bush showing a little bit more range. She showed off that baseline jumper already tonight, but now she extended that range a little bit. Bears up 43.
Knights control the ball as they get it back to Starks. Starks works left. She goes down and throws up the layup, and the ball fell off of Frazier, rolls out of bounds. Knights ball.
Have 10 on the shot clock. They'll inbound from the baseline.
Price gets it off the inbound. She drives to the rack, goes up for two, and it rolls off the back iron. Stamper rebound. She finds Stone. Stone's going to push the pace, works past Price, and finds Frazier in the corner. Frazier kicks it to the top of the key, And Bush shoots the three off of the wing, no good, or the corner, excuse me. Starks controls the Knights offense. Kicks it over to there.
Saying very patient offensively. Nice pass back door.
Yeah, it was a nice pass. Very patient, but a turnover from an unexpected receiver. Gives the Bears the ball back. Stamper finds Bush. Bush finds Stone at the top. Stone kicks it. Kick back over to Birchfield. Birchfield for three.
That's her 5th made three of the night. She come back all smiles. Bears up 69-23. Birchfield's got 15. I believe that's 16 made threes for the Bears tonight.
They're shooting the ball well. And Starks gets a screen from Larimore. She's going to double dribble it.
18 turnovers charged to the Knights on the night. Middleton checked back in, replacing Scott. I think this is the largest lead of the night. It is. Bears up 46.
Stone pushes it up the court to Birchfield. Birchfield's three is no good, but Stamper gets 2 offensive rebounds, and she's fouled on the 3rd shot up.
Foul's going to be on Larimore. Her second, team's first. And Stamper's going to have a shot at 20 rebounds tonight.
Impressive performance from her.
That'll be her 3rd point. She has not made a field goal tonight. She's made all 3 from the free throw line.
They haven't needed much of her, honestly.
Bears leading this one 70-23. And she's up to 4 on the evening.
Stamper providing some great defensive play, especially on the glass, as Starks gets a step back 3 against Frazier. It's going to be off the front iron. Bush controls the rebound. Bears are pushing the pace in numbers. They know they're a bad transition team. Birchfield gets another 3. I think a better pass, Birchfield may have been in rhythm to make that one. As the Knights get the ball back, Price is pushing the pace, and she is blocked by Bush. What a block there from the freshman out of Greenup County.
I tell you, Bush has done a good job this year defensively. She does a great job as Brooklyn Frazier and Sheridan Robbins will check in for the Bears, replacing Bush and Birchfield. She's had multiple games this year with 3 blocks.
Yeah, she's a lanky athlete for Coach Clifton Williams. She's going to be good defensively as long as she keeps improving. Price, step back 3. No good against Stone. Knights control the rebound, though, but foul called on the Bears is going to send the...
That'd be on Brooklyn Frazier. It'll be her first, team's first, and a 3rd, and that's going to send Crozier to the line, the senior from Des Moines, Iowa, long ways from home. St. Andrews located in Laurinburg, North Carolina. School size, enrollment about 500 students.
It's a pretty campus, though. We went there for football.
I think Lee Kirkland set some records on that day, didn't he?
Yeah, he did.
He was pretty active snapping the football that day too, right, Ethan?
Punt? No.
Okay.
Punt? No. PAT? Yes, I was.
Yes. Bears leading this one now 71-24. You're going to get Starks, I believe, for the reach. They will. Her second, team second, and stats are updating. Stamper's up to 18 rebounds on the night.
I believe she had 8 in the first quarter. She's doing a good job controlling the glass.
She's doing what she's supposed to do on nights like this. You know, she's an impressive rebounder. She's doing a good job as her Bears are working against this zone.
Yep, they missed a pass. They missed her down there, though.
Sheridan Robbins coming off the bench today. Let me get on this action. That'll be the 17th made 3 for the Bears. Now this lead has ballooned up to 50 on the night.
Hey, we'll take 3 over 2. I just mentioned that they missed Stamper, but good shot by Robbins. As Knights turned the ball over there, lost the dribble, Price did.
That'll be the 19th turnover charge to the Knights on the evening. Again, of 24 made buckets on the night, the Bears have 18 assists, led by Bailey Frazier's 5 assists.
They find Robbins down there in the low block open. He kicks it back over to Frazier. Frazier to Birchfield, excuse me.
That's Bailey to Brooklyn, the Frazier sisters.
Frazier, yes.
Yeah, Brooklyn, she's got a 3. The Bears up by 53. The 18th made 3 of the night.
The sophomore out of Virginia, as you mentioned, little sister of Bailey Frazier. She's going to be a good shooter, too. Starks finds her way to the rack, cuts through the defenders, and lays it up for 2 with the underhand. That was a good play there.
She has 13 to lead the Knights on the evening.
Frazier gets the ball back at the top of the key. She works against Price and gets it over to Stone. Stone kicks it to the low block. Frazier to Frazier. Over to Robbins. Robbins to Stone.
With the ball movement.
It was good ball movement. Stone off the front iron, though, and the offensive rebound's controlled. Robin gets the ball at the elbow.
Nice rebound by A.J. Price here for the Knights.
The ball just finds to seam its way to Price sometimes. She's doing a good job getting to the ball.
She's talented with the basketball in her hands, that's for sure.
That is very for sure. Starks pulls up with a 3. No good. Rebound to Stamper. That'll be her 19th rebound.
Closing in on 20. Hey, shooter's roll. Her second made 3, give her 6. That's the 19th made 3-point bucket of the evening for the Bears. They're in control of this one, 80-26.
Assisted by her older sister. Good play there.
For the second time here in the third period, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Starks is going to work against Bailey as she turns it over down there to Stone. Stone gets it back to Bailey. Bailey gets fouled and 1. Little Euro step there was allowed the contact to come to her face and give a little more leeway with her arms to make the shot.
It's going to be on Crozier. Her first, team's third. Stone will check out. Blythe will check in. Scott will check in for the Knights as Middleton will check out. Frazier will go to line shooting 1. She is 1-on-1 on the night. Figure 2 of 2. That will be her 15th point. Actually, it should be updated. Yep. That will be her 15th point of the night as she'll check out as Katie Colopy will return to the lineup for the Bears. Controlled this one 83-26. And they just updated the stats. Morgan Stamper does have 20 rebounds on the night.
Good for her. Frazier. Oh, close call. Fouls the driving, Crozier.
Yeah, so that'll be on Brooklyn Frazier. Be her first, I believe. It is the team's second. Andrade will check in for Stamper. And Stamper on the night, 4 points, 20 rebounds, 3 assists, and a steal.
Do we possibly know by chance school record for rebounds in a game?
I know definitely. I think we need to start looking to the record books pretty quickly on that one because not too many times you see somebody with 20 rebounds.
No, not
I also
too
like to know how many what the school record is for the most made threes as a team. Crozier will split the free throws 1 of 2, give her 2 points on the evening as she'll split those free throws.
Yep, we'll get our statisticians on that. As Blythe is quick around the cut there. She finds an open Robbins. Robbins' 3 was no good, I believe.
Yeah, so it's Colopy on the shot. Then Robbins got the offensive rebound, and she got the finish. Larimore will be called for the foul. Be the team's 4th. It'll be her 3rd. Count the bucket. Robbins will go to the line shooting 1.
Robbins misses the free throw off the front iron. Rebound controlled by Price. She's going to bring it up the court and work against Brooklyn Frazier. Frazier, good heads-out defense. Foul called.
Yeah, it'll be her 3rd. It'll be on Brooklyn. It'll be her 3rd.
And I think if there's not much as you could do against that for a defender. She kept her hands up. But I think just having to constantly keep your feet rotating, that's why you get the foul called on you. But it was good defense played.
Julia Parker returned the lineup for the Bears.
She'll probably get Brooklyn with foul trouble going for Brooklyn. Price gets 2 shots.
She's that's her first trip to the free throw line. She'll make the first. She'll have 11. She'll have one more. Misses the second. Robbins will come away with the rebound. A nice job off the bench tonight for the Bears.
Robbins kicks it back to Blythe. Blythe finds Colopy. Blythe works left, kicks it back out to Robbins. Robbins controls the pass.
I want to say double dribble. Yeah, I wasn't sure the official was going to call that or not. Parker will check in for Brooklyn Frazier. Parker had a good first half for the Bears. Hit a 3 and had an assist. Again, Julia, a fun fact, the all-time leading scorer in Ashland High School history, all boys or girls. Big-time player out of high school.
It's a good pass there by the Knights to get the ball down into a cutting Starks.
They'll keep possession of the basketball as well. Got 12 on the shot clock. They'll inbound from the basketball in the baseline. Scott will trigger it inbounds for the Knights.
Trying to see if I can find these rebounds for you.
I appreciate that. Prosecute all the way to the bucket. Andrade will come away, and she'll push for the Bears. They don't pick her up now, they do. Pull back to Blythe. 3-point shots up off the side of the rim. Will bounce out of bounds. Be Knights basketball. Bears control this one 85-28. Make an announcement here that the UPIKE men's wrestling team will be at home this Friday taking on West Virginia Tech. I'm not sure if the Sports Network will be covering that one or not. We'll try to get that update as well. I think at the, I don't know what you call it in basketball, it's a tip-off, and it's a first pitch in baseball. I'm not sure you call it in wrestling, but it's scheduled to start, I think, at 7:30.
The first bell.
First bell, there you go. Nice finish, nice move with Scott on the inside. Andrade will pick up the foul, be her first, team's fourth, and Scott will go to the line, shooting one. Scott's give her 4. This will be her first trip to the free throw line.
Yeah, she's a good post player.
That was a nice move. Drop step, got and finished with the left hand, soft off the glass.
Mm-hmm. So we found the rebounds record. It was Teresa Ray who set it in 1983 with 28 rebounds. India Blythe cuts to the basket. She gets fouled on the way up. Good shot.
Yeah. India Blythe. She give her 13. At 22, that's going to be on Scott. Her third. Team's got 5. Blythe will go to the free throw line shooting 1. She's 2 of 2 on the. Teresa Ray with 28 is the school record, right? Teresa was a heck of a player back in the day. Give Blythe 12. Bears up 88-30.
Starks works the ball press half court, pulls up from deep. That one's going to be off the glass. As the third quarter comes to a close, and we're going to start getting ready for fourth quarter and some men's basketball action, Gary. You ready for that one?
I tell you, it's going to be interesting. You know, the Bears on the men's side making a little bit of adjustment, losing Corbin Spencer. Unfortunately, when they played at the show for the Thanksgiving weekend, ended up tearing his ACL and MCL. So the Bears have made an adjustment. They dropped a tough one on Saturday down in Tennessee Wesleyan, 72-70. Struggled a little bit from the free throw line on Saturday in a close contest there. So as they're making their adjustments as far as rotations, it's coming with Jeremy Dillon off the bench, who was getting really red hot off the bench as well. Now he's moving into the starting lineup, and Coach Compton, as I went to one of the practices, talked about trying to expand the depth of their team, trying to get a rotation in, because Corbin did so much for the team. So it's going to be fun. So with the Bears here on the women's side up 88-30, and I want to actually look back and say I don't know how many times we've surpassed the 100-point mark this year on the women's side. Also on our records, I don't know if we got the made threes as far as a team. I don't know if we got that as a record.
We didn't have it as a team. We only had it as a player, and it was 12 for a player. That was 2 different players who did that. It was for both men's and women's. Devin Conley in 2016, he had 12.
That was a she, Devin.
Or excuse me,
Yep.
she.
Yep.
And then Allison Price.
Price? Price, that's right. Yeah, I'm sorry.
With 12 and 96.
Yes, I played here. I played baseball here, and Allison was on the women's basketball team. Excellent shooter from Phelps, Kentucky.
That three is up by the Bears, and we have some excellent shooting going on here tonight.
That's a 20th made three as a team tonight. That's Brooklyn Frazier. That's her third of the night.
I'm doing something, will you?
Rick Bentley, the sports information director, or the director of athletic communication, I should say. That's going to be on Andrade. It'll be her team's first and the fourth. Count the bucket for Price. Price has 13. She'll go to the line shooting one shot. Just a fun game to watch here tonight. The Bears, they surpassed the 100 mark once so far this year, Ethan. They scored 105 on November the 8th against Union as the first game in the AAC. (91-33).
Yes, it is, and that's going to be Atkins moving the ball up the court. She kicks it over to the corner. Colopy's going to go up for two.
Katie showing was a little something else in her ball game as well. That's something. Katie's an excellent outside shooter. Now she can show she can get to the bucket as well and play inside presence.
Yeah, that was a good attack there by Price against Colopy, who just got one against her. So trading baskets there.
Price got 16. Morgan Stamper's going to return to the lineup here next dead ball.
Andrade works top of the key. She finds Atkins. A good pass back down to Andrade and a good post move. Gets the shot up, but the ball rolls off the right rim. Price gets the rebound.
Got a lot of 20s on the stat sheet. I'll tell you just in a second what that is. The Bears have forced 20 turnovers. They've made 23s. Morgan Stamper has 20 rebounds. A lot of 20s tonight.
Yeah, when you got the 3-2s up there, that's a good thing.
Brooklyn Frazier with a miss there. The Bears, they've made 23s, and here's the impressive part here, Ethan. They've had 8 players make a three-point bucket tonight.
That's almost every single player they've played, besides Stamper. Price works left. She gets to the rack and is blocked from behind by Andrade. Good hands there, physical presence.
Stamper's going to return the lineup, short place Andrade. That's something Andrade, a younger player and her sophomore out of Columbia, she and Rachel Bush is going to do some excellent things here for the Bears defensively.
Yeah, that was good recruiting there by Coach Clifton Williams and his assistant. Excuse me if
Alexis
my
Reed.
mind's sleeping me. Yes, Alexis Reed. They're good coaches together.
Hey, it's okay. You're getting ready to graduate in about a week here, Ethan. That's all right. You're in
Yes,
finals.
sir.
You're in finals mode right now.
I'm in a lot of modes right now. Good play there by Colopy. Get to the rack, but could not finish. As Price gets the rebound, she's going to cross half-court line again and work against Atkins. Gets the ball down to Scott. Scott, who's a good post player, just scoops that one up off the glass, and it's no good. Ball goes back to the Bears.
The Bears got 3 players in double figures, and that is Birchfield, Stone, and Frazier. All's gotten 15. Bush has got 9. Frazier's got 9. I'm sorry, Blythe has also got double figures with 14. As well, Julia Parker returned to the Bears lineup after the next dead ball, excuse me.
Cross-court pass to Frazier. Frazier pulls up from the top of the elbow, and she finds it for 2.
Brooklyn Frazier said, add me to that double figure counter, Gary. She's got 11 off the bench.
Matching her jersey number. As Starks, crosses over and steps back for the 3. And that one's going to sink after a couple bounces off the rack.
That's her third made 3 of the night.
Julia Parker comes back in.
Bears season high is 105. They have an opportunity to kind of touch that one potentially.
Adkins going to control the offense, chooses to go with a left screen set by Stamper. Stamper working against Scott, rolls into the double team.
Again, Morgan does not have a field goal tonight. She's over 3. That's going to be on Starks.
St. Andrews' head coach mimicking Stamper, looking for a travel call.
Starks is her third, team's first. Stamper, so far on the night, she's 4 of 4 from the line. That's where she has 4 points. Stay tuned after the ball game. We'll try to have a word with Coach Clifton Williams as his team's leading this one 96-40. Should make both of them give Stamper 6 points, 20 rebounds. Not too bad of a night, Ethan.
Not a bad night at all. She's done what she's asked, or been asked, excuse me. Starks pulls up another 3. That one's deep and no good. And the rebound's going to be controlled by Colopy, who finds Frazier. Bears are pushing the pace. They know the bad transition defense of St. Andrews. Parker kicks it back to the wing. Frazier cuts to the rack. She loses the ball, and Parker is going to pick it back up, saves the Bears' offense. Frazier steps back, gets it into the paint to Stamper. Stamper's not fouled on the way up again. She's going to earn a chance at more points, some free points.
This will be a Scott's third. Oh, he won't call on 22. Basically, Eddie's on Scott, excuse me. Her fourth, team's second here in the fourth period. Stamper's 7th and 8th free throws on the night. She's 7 of 7 so far. My stats have left me, so I'm trying to remember. That's a scary thing. I know she's perfect from the line tonight. I know that. And Bears are 1 point from the century mark for the second time of the season.
Atkins is working against Price. It seems the ball has kind of been in Price's hand this second half, more so than Starks. She's done a good job, though. The Knights haven't turned it over nearly as much as she pulls up for 3. And it's no good. Morgan gets the rebound. That's her 21st. Atkins going to dribble the ball up and kick it into the Colopy, who finds a cutting Stamper. Stamper, jump ball.
Possession arrow pointing. The team in blue is on draw day or return. I think she'll probably get Stamper if I'm guessing. Yep. I'd be surprised if you see the starters the rest of the way with 5:07 to go. Coach Clifton Williams had a nice word with Morgan coming off the floor.
Yeah, with his leader. She's done a great job her years here. Good cut there for Price. Price moved the ball to the rest of her team, cut from the top of the key to the right, gets 2 for the Knights. Good play.
She's got 17, I believe, according to the scoreboard.
Andrade kicks it to Parker. Or excuse me.
That's right, Julia Parker.
Parker pulls up for 3 and makes it again.
And Julie is one of those people, and she gets going offensively. She's had a couple games this year where she had multiple threes. She's come up big down in Tennessee Wesleyan. The Bears were struggling offensively on Saturday, and then Julia come off the bench and a couple of big threes to get the offense rolling.
She stepped up in a big way this season. As Price gets the ball back for the Knights, she's going to give it to Starks. Starks pulls up for 3. No good, and that's Starks' issue, I believe, Gary. She doesn't get her feet set. She just pulls up when she believes she's open.
Yeah, she tries to get that shot up before the defense comes set. They're going to get Colopy with a hold.
Which, I mean, that's not a bad thing, but you got to make sure your feet are set. A lot of these plays where Starks is coming down off of her shot, her legs are spread in almost a split stance, and that's just not how you shoot a basketball, unfortunately.
102-42, the Bears, again, season high is 105. I don't know what the school record is. I'd say it's a little higher than that. Atkins will be called with a bump. That'll be her first, team's second here in the fourth. Or team's third, excuse me. Middleton will replace Scott. No, she's going to replace Crozier.
Price works against Atkins. As they're trying to get something rolling, Price cuts down the baseline and gets Atkins out of the way of the basket, finds the glass for 2. As Frazier's going to work it back over to Colopy. Atkins back to Frazier. Frazier pulls up from the top of the key. That one sinks in, barely moving the net.
I tell you, good looking and shooting with confidence tonight, too. Again, I don't know how many that makes for the Bears on the night. That's well over 20. But anytime you come out and score 105 points on the night with 3 minutes to go, Coach Williams is going to have to definitely love his offensive execution.
Yeah, I mean, we mentioned earlier you're going to want to take something away from this game to improve upon, but it's hard to find something right now.
Well, you know,
Parker for 3.
I'm telling you, she get her feet set. She's one of the better shooters on campus, men's or women's team. I definitely love to see a shootout between she and Birchfield and Stone, and then you throw in Jeremy Dillon on the men's team. I mean, there's a lot of good shooters on this campus right now, men's and women's side.
Yeah, basketball's got a lot of good things going for it as well as all other athletics on campus. But A.J. Price finds Starks. Starks' little fake pass, but pulls up for 3. Offensive rebound controlled by Larimore, and she puts it back up for 2. That was a good play by her. As Parker almost pulled up for 3.
I wish she had pulled that one.
That would have been a good shot. I believe she had space, but Andrade puts it up for 2. Gets the offensive rebound, puts it back up, but the ball goes just over the basket to Starks. As the Knights are wiggling this clock down, Andrade fouls Larimore from behind.
Bill Andrade will be her third, excuse me. Still trying to get used to the new scoreboard and then player board, information board on the piers.
It looks good, though.
It looks extremely impressed. I wonder if we can get Bailey Birchfield. I want to see that. Seeing a text down, so we can get Bailey the little post-game interview with those. She got 5 threes on the night.
Both free throws for Larimore are good. As Brooklyn Frazier, a little scissor of Bailey Frazier is going to find Colopy, who's going to take it right to the rack and lose the ball off the dribble. Looks like it's going to stay with the Bears, though.
I hear some kids in the stands chanting Allie Stone's name.
She's a good player to cheer for. As Parker heads it back off to Colopy. Colopy pulls up from the mid wing and is off the front iron. Ball falls back to the Knights as Starks is going to dribble the ball across half court as we pass the minute 20 mark. That shot's up by the Knights. And Middleton, it's no good. Ball goes out of bounds. Back to the Bears. Minute 10 left here in the fourth quarter of an impressive victory for the Bears.
And it's one of those things, Ethan, you can talk about the things they'll work on, but also I'm sure Coach Williams and Coach Reed's going to look at what they need to continue as Julia Parker hits another one.
Yeah, she's
folks,
on fire.
she can shoot the basketball, folks. I promise you that.
That's 3 threes by Parker here within the last 3 minutes, and she's really closing this stretch here for the Bears nicely.
111 points on the night.
Three by Frazier, no good. Offensive rebound on Andrade. And kicks it back out to Frazier. Frazier sets her feet. 3 is off the front iron again, but finds Julia Parker, finds Adkins over to Colopy. Coach Clifton Williams saying just dribble it out. No need to stretch this score out any more than what it is. We're already in control. We know what happened as the time is going to run out here at Appalachia Wireless Arena. Very impressive shooting victory for the Bears as they're going to improve to 7-2 on the season, 5-2 in the AAC.